Hello, I'm Shannon Battle, licensed life-changing transformative therapist, giving you meaningful messages to help you to overcome some of the challenges that prevent you from being your best and authentic self. I want to thank you for accessing the anxiety ebook. This book was designed to be able to help Christian women who struggle with anxiety find ways to get settled into the scriptures so that they can develop a renewed heart, so they can have a healthier mindset. It's difficult when you have a lot of things in life coming at you. You have work, you have children, you just have life situations. And sometimes it seems like life is moving faster than the pace that you can keep up. And oftentimes we don't realize that we are at the point of exhaustion until we've tapped out. We've said, I'm done, this is enough, and I don't have any more left in me. Or there are times where we just can't bring our mental clarity to focus on the task that's right before us because our mind feels like it's just on a roller coaster and it just can't stop. And this is why I wanted to be able to help women who are dealing with this type of issue, because the Bible speaks about it. The Bible tells us clearly not to be anxious for nothing. So if it's telling us not to be anxious for nothing, then obviously there's an indication that we will become anxious at some point. So once we become anxious, what do we do? How do we do it? And how does it apply to our lives? Who do we turn to when we don't have the right resources or support? So this is why I created the 29 scriptures to help you to be able to find something that's relevant for you to begin to learn to meditate so that you can get your heart postured to settle yourself down. I also wanted to connect with you to be able to offer you access to more resources by joining my Facebook group or even my email list on www.shannonbattle.com to be able to help you do practical things that teach you how to relax. I recently taught a seminar on self-care. And a lot of people think self-care is an appointment to get your hair done and your nails done every other week or once a month. But how do we know that we are properly attending to ourselves and taking better care of ourselves if we don't check in more frequently? And so we're busy, and by the time we get a chance to check in, we're tired. So we put it off until the next day, and then our tolerance level is just out the roof, and that we just feel like everybody is pushing on every nerve, and that if somebody else asks another thing, we are just going to blow up. That happens because we didn't properly take care of ourselves. And God wants us to do a better job at taking care of ourselves so that we can be who we want to be when we show up for other people. What would you do if you took better care of yourself? If you knew that you could manage your anxiety better, how would that show up in your relationship with your children? How would it show up in your relationship with your spouse? How would you show up just as a woman or man in general, because you recognize that you have the ability to take things at a steadier pace? Sometimes we do have to slow down to move forward, but the main objective is to be able to not always balance things, because life is very imbalanced at times, but to prioritize what's necessary for this day. For today, what do you need to do? Who do you need to be? Who do you need to show up as for you to be able to show up for the world in which you're connected to? So I hope you enjoy the anxiety guide. And if you definitely get stuck still, and if you feel like it's something more than just spiritual going on there, and you feel like it might be clinical, reach out to a therapist. There are many of us out here in this world, and definitely connect with the supportive group and ask for help, because you are not alone. There are people out here that can help shoulder this weight with you, so you don't have to do it, just solo. There's no point in being solo. We're supposed to be in relationship. So enjoy, and I hope we can connect soon.